everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a YouTube made me buy it video, which is basically where I just show you guys a bunch of products that I saw hyped about on YouTube, and that's the reason I purchased them, and I'm just going to tell you guys if I think that they are worth the hype or not. So I have a ton of products to share with you guys, so let's just get right into it. So the first product I have is a primer, and it is the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. I'm sure you guys have heard about this. Nikki Tutorials actually started this craze, and basically she just said that this was a great primer and it would make your makeup stick and stay all day long. And so I went out and bought it, and it smells like men, which is a plus, I guess. I love that cologne-y smell, so that's great. I think it works well as a primer. I don't think it's anything extraordinary, but it is super cheap and it works just as well as a normal primer that you would buy in Ulta or Sephora. So I do suggest this one. I think it is worth it. Alright, next up is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I heard about this on YouTube everywhere. Like, I don't even remember which YouTuber sold me on this. It was just everywhere. It exploded. And so I bought it. I got the shade Ivory, and I have had this for a couple of months now. I have tested out a bunch of times. I think it's overrated. I really do. It was like $40, and it works as a foundation, but it's really dry to me. Like, it's hard to blend into my skin and it just doesn't look right, and I think it might just be because I have dry skin. So if you have oily skin, this might work just fine for you, but it didn't work out for me, and I really just don't think it was worth the hype. This next product you guys have heard about everywhere, including on my channel, and it is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm not going to say a lot about it because I've already talked about it on my channel. It's amazing. It's wonderful, it covers everything, and it is worth it. All of the hype that you've heard about it, it is worth it. I'm not going to talk your ear off because I know you've already heard about it, but it's worth it. Next product is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, and I actually heard about this palette from Kathleen Lights, and she talked about how this was her favorite contour palette and all that stuff, and I was young, and so I wanted to do everything she did, so I bought it, and I love it. It is a fantastic little palette. It comes with 4 shades. This shade right here is horrible. It's not a good highlighter at all, but every other shade in here is fantastic. This for me is a great contour shade, this is a great setting shade, and this is a great bronzer shade. So I think it's great. I think it's worth the hype. I have no issues with this one, and yeah. Next product is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You guys have probably seen me use this in some of my videos. I really do like this bronzer. Once again, I think it was Kathleen Lights that talked about this. Everyone talked about it, but she's the one that I really listened to. And it's just a really nice, cool toned bronzer. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it fits really well with a bunch of different skin tones, and it just looks really nice and natural on the skin. It doesn't give you any special radiance or bronziness. It just looks like a simple bronzer. It looks very nice on the skin. I don't like the smell. I know everyone on YouTube loves the smell of this bronzer. I hate it. It's so strong. It's too strong. So if you are not a fan of scents, do not buy this, because the second you open it, it hits you like a wave of scent. So be careful with that one. But it's great, and I do think it's worth the hype. Next up is a blush. This is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, and this was everywhere on YouTube. I think almost a year ago is when this was super popular, but I did go pick it up, and I absolutely love this blush. It is such a pretty peach shade. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on my hand, but it's very natural looking and glowy, and it just sits on the skin beautifully. It isn't matte, it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but I like that personally. I think it makes my cheeks look very awake and healthy and nice. As we are now going into spring and summer, peach is a really popular shade right now, and this is a fantastic blush for any of your peach themed looks. Next up is just a highlighter, and this is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I didn't actually purchase this, it just came in an Ipsy bag, but I did hear about this everywhere on YouTube. It was raved about so much, and so when I got it in my Ipsy bag, I was so excited, and I will say I think it is worth the hype. I think it is just such a pretty highlighter. It stands out really nicely on my skin tone, and it just looks very nice. You can use it dry and it's a little bit more subtle, or you can wet it and it's a lot more pigmented and blinding, and it's not the most blinding highlighter out there. It's a little bit more of a natural looking highlighter, but I think it's fantastic anyway, and I do think it's worth the hype. My next product is a mascara, and I am sure you have heard about this. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this mascara has been raved about for like 2-3 years straight, and it's still being raved about. Everyone talks about this mascara, and I love this mascara. It is wonderful. This is what the wand looks like. It makes my lashes look fantastic and volumized. I don't think that it's like drop everything, the best mascara that's ever happened to the universe type situation like it seemed like it was when people were talking about it. But if you are wanting to splurge on a mascara, this is the best one I have ever tried. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. And I think it's worth some hype. Maybe not as much hype as it got, because that was a little cray, but it's great. Next product is the Mario Badescu facial spray, and I heard about this first from Carly Bible, and she talked about this all the time. She used it in almost all of her tutorials, and so of course I had to go out and buy it. I really like this stuff. You just spray it on your face and it just makes you feel like refreshed and just, I don't know, like the rose smell just makes you feel awake instantly, and it makes your makeup look nice and dewy, and so I think it's really fantastic, and it's not very expensive. It's only like $7 for a full size. This one is a mini, it's only $5, but I do recommend getting the full size because I have gone through this quite quickly. This is fantastic, and I highly recommend it, and I do think it is worth the hype that I got. Alright, so my last product is the Beauty Blender, and this has been around for years, and it is still a favorite of beauty gurus everywhere. It's a huge deal, and I do think that it is worth all of the hype that it has gotten. It is the best tool for blending in my foundation and my concealer and anything cream. I even use it for powder sometimes. I use this thing for everything. There are drugstore options, there are other brands options. I have tried many of them. I have never found one that I like as much as this one. I've tried the Real Techniques one, I've tried the Morphe one, I've tried the L'Oreal one, I think, and those are all great, but I think that the Beauty Blender, the original one, is the best. This is the black one. I do prefer the pink one because it is a little bit more bouncy, but the black one is great too. And so I think it's fantastic, and if you have $20 to spend, I do think it's worth it. So that is it for my YouTube made me buy it video, you guys. I really hoped you liked it, and I hope it helped you kind of navigate the craze of makeup on YouTube to know what you should or shouldn't buy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you like my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.